next month's Cafe 330. So our theme for this month is There's a Hole in the Roof. And it's themed on a story in the Bible, a really well-known one, where a group of friends did such an incredible thing for their friend. So their friend was paralysed, which meant that he couldn't walk, he couldn't really do anything. He was in his bed all the time and really quite poorly. And they heard that Jesus was performing miracles in a house nearby. And they were determined that they had to get their friend to see Jesus because they knew that he was the only person that could heal him. So they went along to the house, but the house was that full of other people trying to get near Jesus that they couldn't get anywhere near him. So they decided that they were going to dig down through the roof and put a hole in the roof to then lower their friend down to meet Jesus. And Jesus healed him and told him, get up and walk, and he did just that. So it's a pretty cool story, and later on you're going to have a chance to hear more about that. So as usual in Cafe 330 you've got your welcome from me, and then there's a link to some activity sheets for you to do as a family. If you can't print them, maybe you could have a look at them online and grab a drink and grab a snack and spend some time together. And then we've got a song, so our song is Feels Good, so it is one of the new favourites, and it talks about us being family. And as much as we can't be together as family, we are still family. We're a Cafe 330 family, online as we are today. Then you've got your story. So for the children, there is a link to a video telling the story. And for the adults, there's a link to the Bible passage if you'd like to read that. And then for your craft suggestion, because it talks about the man being healed in a house, I wonder if you could make a house or a den or a fort, anything. What could you make? So I've made it out of Lego because that's what I had. I had limited resources, so it's not the best, but here's my house. I did have the friends on the top, but they fell off, so I'll put a picture in here for you. But I wonder if you could make a house or a fort or a den. So you could use maybe some bed sheets or blankets, maybe some Lego, some Duplo, some building blocks, or maybe the sofa cushions, but don't tell your mum and dad. You could use all sorts of things. I want to see how creative you can be to make a house, and maybe you could make the friends on the top and the person being lowered through the middle. And then you've got another song, so this time it's a new song by Hillsong Kids, and it's called We Are All Family. So carrying on that theme from the other song of being family, it's a bit silly but it's a really good song, so have a listen and a sing along to that as well. And then your prayer activity to do with your family is to think about your friends. So in our story we hear about a group of friends who do an incredible thing for their friend. They get him healed so he could walk again, which is pretty amazing, don't you think? So have a think about your friends. I wonder if you could make a paper chain, and on each chain you could write the name of a friend or draw a picture. Or you could do a paper chain of people. There's a link to some instructions on the document. And again, you could decorate them as your friend, or you could just write the name on. Or maybe you could write something that you're thankful for that they do for you. Or maybe you could draw or write a picture and send it to your friend to tell them that you are missing them and that you're thinking about them and you can't wait to see them again. So spend some time as a family giving thanks for all of the lovely friends in your life. And then we're going to end together again by saying the prayer that has been the same prayer for the last few months, because it's still just as important as when I first wrote it back in April. So there you go, that's this month's Cafe 330. I hope that you enjoy it. We would love to see some photographs of you doing it, and we'd love to hear how it went as a family. So next month, there wasn't supposed to be a Cafe 330 because it should be the day after our wedding, which we're hoping still goes ahead, just in a very different way to what we imagined, but that's okay. It is now anyway, that's okay. So there's still going to be a Cafe 330 next month. I'll just make sure it's out and planned in plenty of time. So take care, and we will see you next month, and we hope to see some photos.